Student, let's know what are the kinds of the sentence. The sentence has been classified on basis of their structure and the nature, because sometimes the student get confused what are the exactly kind of sentences. They only know the four or five kinds of sentences: assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory and optative. And some student be confused when someone say that simple sentence, compound and complex. They always get confused what are the exactly kinds of sentence. So that's why the sentence has been classified on their basis. Firstly, we will study on the basis of their structure. So on the basis of their structure, the sentence has been divided into five kinds. So first kind of sentence is assertive sentence. What the exactly assertive sentence is? Assertive sentence gives some facts or to describe event or thing. It always describes some event and also a thing, like she may win the prize. It means the sentence has been described here. This assertive sentence is describing the event. It means she has done some action, that's why she is getting prize. So it is describing the event. And Komal is not living in Patna. So here is not living in Patna. Komal is describing a thing or a event. So exactly assertive sentence gives you the fact. What are the interrogative sentence? I think it is very easy to all of you, because it is only used to ask questions like what are you doing, where are you going, where are you coming from. So all these sentences which you are going to ask to someone, that is called interrogative sentence. Is do you read any newspaper, who is the prime minister of India? So this sentence is a interrogative sentence. Now third kind of sentence is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence are those that this describes order, request, advice, warning. It means if you are ordering someone, you will use the imperative sentence. If you are requesting to someone, you will use imperative sentence. If you are advising or warning to someone, you will use imperative sentence. Like come in time. In this sentence, it is imperative because it is ordering. So someone is ordering you to always come in time. And don't pluck the flower. It is someone is warning you. And never tell a lie is a advice, because someone is advising you that you should never be lie to anyone. So the most important thing you have to know about imperative sentence, that here is you is the only subject that is every time being hide in imperative sentences. Okay, so it means someone is asking, someone is ordering, someone is warning, someone is advising you. So that's why you has been hidden here. Now fourth type of sentence is exclamatory sentence. It always expresses the strong and sudden feeling, like if you are being surprised somewhere, if you have been felt sorrow, if you are enjoying something, if you have been angry to anyone, you will use exclamatory sentence like how beautiful. It means you have been enjoying, you are enjoying. So that's why you will use exclamatory sentence like how dare you. Here you are being angry to someone, so you will use exclamatory sentence alas he is dead. It means you are being sorrow, so you will use exclamatory sentence. Fifth type of sentence is optative sentence. Optative sentence always expresses wish, prayer, curse to someone. It means if you are wishing to someone, if you are praying for someone, if you are cursing to someone, you will use optative sentence like wish you a very happy new year, wish you a happy birthday. All the sentences you use, that is a optative sentence. May you live long. It means if your parents are blessing you, are praying for you, they will use optative sentence. May that building collapse. It means collapse means गिर जाना. So may that building collapse. It means you are cursing to someone. Curse means श्राप देना. So if you are cursing to someone, you will use optative sentence. So these five kind of sentence are based on their nature. Now we will study about the base of their structure. Nature, and now we will study about structure. So on the basis of their structure, Sentence has been classified in three kinds. First is simple sentence. What are the simple sentence? Simple sentence always consist of one main clause. So student, you will ask me what is main clause. So main clause is that subject plus predicate, means you should use subject and predicate in a main clause. Okay, so that is main clause, in which there should be a one subject and one predicate. Like example, I like trains. It means you are liking something, there is not more than one subject, more than one predicate. Here is only one subject, that is I, and one predicate, like trains. It means that is a main clause. Now come to the compound sentence. What are exactly compound sentence? Compound sentence has two or more main clause connected by coordinating conjunction. As you have studied in simple sentence, you know that what is main clause. So compound sentence has two or more main clause. It means there should be two subject, two predicate, two subject, two predicate, and they will be connected by coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction, you know that fans boy you have studied in previous classes. So fans boys, for, or, but, all these are the fanboys, many other. So what are the example? You must work hard or you will fail. It means this is a main clause and this one is also main clause. Why it is main clause? Because there's one subject, one predicate, one subject and one predicate. So these both sentences are making the sense, and they are connected by the conjunction, coordinating conjunction or. So second example, the sun rose and the frog dispersed. The sun rose, it means one subject, one predicate. The frog dispersed, subject and predicate. It means that is main clause and that is also main clause. They are connecting by the coordinating conjunction and. I hope it is clear to you. Third type of sentence is complex sentence. It has at least one independent clause and one dependent clause connected by conjunction. Now you will ask me, what is dependent and independent clause? As you can see or you can hear, what is the meaning of dependent? It means one sentence would be dependent on another sentence. So the sentence that is depending on another sentence, that will be dependent sentence, and the sentence that will not be dependent, it will be free to itself, so it will be independent clause. Like, after listening the fact, I believed on it. So after listening the fact, here it is a dependent clause, because if we will not write this I believe on it, it will be not clear. So we have to use one independent clause to clear the sentence. Why it is independent clause? Because it is not being dependent on this sentence. If you will remove this sentence, it will make sense and it will not make sense. So that is why it is dependent clause and it is independent clause. So let's take the second example. We were playing in the garden when the guest arrived. We were playing in the garden. Here one subject and one predicate, and it is not dependent to the other sentence. So that's why it is independent clause. And when the guest arrived, it is dependent, because if we will remove this sentence, when the guest arrived, it is making a sense. It is asking for the another sentence to making a sense. So this is all about the sentence and its kind. I hope it is clear to you.